Hey everybody, it's JMan105 here again, back with another video. I want to talk about two different topics tonight. Both of these things are issues that we've seen pop up in the past maybe 10 to 15 years and become more prevalent than they ever have been. The first one being career coaches, and I used to know someone that utilized a career coach, and after doing some research and listening to some people and watching a couple YouTube videos, I'd like to say that career coaches seem extremely pointless. Take, for example, you as a person, you're trying to move your career forward, doing whatever it is you do, or maybe you're looking for a career change, looking to do something else, as I've done a few times over my working career. Why would you go pay someone, spend the time and money to let them figure out for you what you should be doing for yourself? The only one that should be responsible for moving you ahead in life and in your career is you. Why are you getting someone else to do it for you and then saying, yeah, that sounds good, I'm going to go do that? Shouldn't you be researching something that you want to do to change your career or move your career forward? Why would you thrust it all upon an outside party for them to tell you what you're probably already going to do or already know in the first place? This does not make any sense to me. I was actually suggested many years ago to check out a career coach and figure out what I wanted to do with my career. At the time, I was 2/3 of the way through my paint career. And as everybody knows, I ended up getting out of paint and getting back into automotive, where I started many, many years ago, and I'm much happier, and I'm glad that I had the endurance and the tenacity to look upon it as a challenge and to move my own career forward. And I did all the hard work myself, making inquiries, getting interviews, setting things up, and plotting ahead so that I could do this. To hand all that over to someone else kind of cheapens the whole process, and I don't understand why people are so easy to do that. Is it laziness? Is it a lack of time? Is it because they just don't care enough themselves and want to be told what to do? I don't know. If you have more experience with a career coach and maybe can allude to some insight, please leave some comments below when you're done watching the video. The other thing, and this has affected me once or twice depending on where I've worked, is the fact that employers nowadays, and I'm not saying every employer, I'm saying certain employers and a couple that I've worked for, not the one I'm working for now because I love my job and my employer, amazing, but whatever happened to the term staff? And I'll give you an example. When I used to work in a hardware store not too long ago, you never saw the word staff on memos. It was team members with capital T and a capital M, and this drove me crazy. Staff is more all-encompassing. You're an employer, you have a staff. Your staff does work for you, no matter what their position is. Team members does not seem right to me, because I understand that an employer is trying to think of their staff as a team, but it doesn't work, because you always have staff members on said team that are not team players. You have a lot of those who are me, 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 and not we, we, we. So it doesn't really work to use the term team member in place of staff. Staff is more all-encompassing. You're an employer, you have a staff. Team members, I don't understand why the word staff has been eradicated so bad. You see more and more workplaces and employers, team members, team members. No, it doesn't work. Go back to staff. Staff work. There was nothing wrong. Do you remember the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? It ain't broke. Don't fix it. Stop with this team player nonsense. You're not trying to be inclusive. You're not trying to give people maybe a reason to work harder or to be part of the larger experience in the workplace. You're actually going the opposite. You are taking something that was well established and trying to turn it into something that is not necessary whatsoever. It's useless. It doesn't have a point. It's not going to work. It never does. I say this from experience. Stop. Go back to using the word staff. Staff. S-T-A-F-F. Trust me. Staff works. Anyways, those are my two gripes tonight. Those are my rants. If you have any points or counterpoints, please comment below, and I will read through them. I'm always happy to see comments. And of course, as always, have a great night and peace. Oh, and if you are in Ontario like me and you're in the middle of this heat wave, stay cool.